2016, we had an education committee who decided that Applewood should do more with the school system. We started January 11th, 2017. I really became coordinator because there happened to be an education meeting, and I could not come. So the person that doesn't come is the coordinator, and that was me. So that's how I really, even though I did volunteer, but that's how I became in charge, you know.
The children are delightful, and they love us being there at least as much as we love being with them. They come running over and are so happy to see me. I mean, I feel like a celebrity. I think we all do.
I can't even tell you how the treatment we get when we go to Freehold School. We're like celebrities. And at the end of the year in June, they call us up and we get a certificate from the Board of Education, you know, honoring the work we've done during the past school year.
I was a Kitty Lit major in college, and so that's my joy, is to read books to kids. They love it, and they come back with, can we hear that book we heard last year or last month or whatever, and it's a joy.
I got involved in this school program because teaching is very dear to my heart. I have kindergarten, and I also have a first grade class. And the first grade class, I'm working with them on their reading lists, and they have to read certain words for me and then put them in phrases and read the phrases. With kindergarten children, it's more learning the phonetics so that they can associate them with certain words like apple.
When I was 58 years old, I went back to college for mental health and rehabilitation, and I did that in Asbury Park for a while. And now I'm here at Applewood, and I love it. It's a great place to be, and I love the school program. The kids are great. First, when I come into the first grade class, I read them a story, and then I sit with the same 2 or 3, depending on how it goes, and we do sight words and read a story, and they each take a turn and play games with them, reading games.
My husband and I are both from northern New Jersey, and when we both retired, we went down to North Carolina for 19 years, and then we realized we needed to live in a place like Applewood. They talked to me about this program with the kindergartners. I said, well, I was a high school teacher. And they said, doesn't matter, you can come on in. I have so enjoyed the difference between the high school students and the little 5-year-olds. I look forward to it every week. They are just darling, and they lap up every last thing.
I think that reaching out with the community here from Applewood, they begin to know who we are, which most of them don't, and there are not too many of us were from this area or from Freehold itself, and it gives us a chance to learn about the town and the community and the makeup of the community also.
The first year I was here, I was assigned in the class to the students that were struggling, and one little girl was really struggling, and she took a long time to catch her letters, and so I worked with her, and I told her that her special letter was H. She was going to remember the H, and every week she'd come in, she'd tell me all about the H, and little by little, and the teacher said that she was planning to retain her because at the end of the year she hadn't. By the end of the year, she made it through, and she wasn't retained. I was thrilled.
There are some students that have trouble with mathematics, and one of the little girls was not getting it, and the teacher said, why don't you work with Mrs. K? And she started to cry, and she wasn't too happy. I guess she thought it was a punishment. And we started to work. Now she comes running each week, and we work together, and she won't do her work when I'm there unless I'm sitting behind her and encouraging her. So it's really rewarding, and you see the difference certainly from the beginning of the year to the end of how these students mature.
I think that one of the things that is most important with the children that I've been working with is that this may be the first time that they have a relationship with someone outside of their home and the teacher, and yet they're able to and more than willing to take that step forward to have relationships. I think that lasts throughout their education.
It's very important to me because when we live here in Applewood, we are in a group of adults, all basically in our later years. And what a joy it is to go to a school where the children are young and the teachers are the in between. So it's something every week I look forward to, the change in the age groups. And you just can't understand how wonderful 5-year-olds or 6-year-olds are.